This is a big one. Yes, this is a big one. We have 35. A to the ninth, B to the ninth, minus 40, A to the fifth, B to the fifth, plus 40, AB, plus 20, A, B to the fifth power. So when I look at this, I know we have 4 terms, but we're going to do this, we're going to look at each, I want to say the coefficient, the variable A, the variable B. We'll look at those separately, okay? So I look at 35, 40, 40, and 20. Think about factors of 35, 40, and 20. What would be the greatest?
5.
5, yes. And then I look and see, I said, well, I have 4 terms. Do I have at least an A in each term? We say yes. What's the smallest one? A. And what about for your variable B? A B. So you're dividing a 5 into 35, 40, and 20, and then you're going to be 1 less A and 1 less B in the leftover part. That's going to be in the parentheses. Okay? So here we go. We have here, what's that? 5 AB, that's your GCF, times, what's that? 7 A to the 8th, B to the 8th, there we go, minus 8, A to the 4th, B to the 4th. Okay, what else? Okay. And what's the last term? That's it? Okay. Plus 8 plus 4, A to the, there we go. All right. What did I forget? I forgot the B to the 4. There we go. Thank you. Go ahead. You're dividing. Because that's just like if I had you do the leftover terms and you wrote 5AB under each of these, you're dividing A into A to the 9th. This is where you get A to the 8th. You see that? Divide B into B to the 9th. This is where we get B to the 8th. You're going to be 1 less. You're subtracting. Remember, when you're dividing, you subtract the exponents. So with this 40AB, if I'm subtracting, it's not there anymore. I'm taking this away. I'm taking the A and the B away, so I just have that number 8 there.
When you would now put the letter before the number?
Normally,
4A to the 4 before the 8?
No. Just put the number first. Put the number first. Okay? Yeah, put the number first. Negative 18, A to the 8th, Y, plus 15X, Y to the 9th. If ever or whenever you have a negative first term, such as this example here, negative 18, you want your GCF to be negative. This is going to be so important for these rules when we really factor a trinomial. For those rules to work, you want your first term to be positive.
And the second one?
Yes, okay. So our GCF, our first term of the problem is negative 18. Our GCF is going to be negative. So when we factor out the negative, yes, the signs are going to change. So if the signs are going to change, that this second sign is going to be
Negative?
Yes, it would be negative. Okay? So GCF is what?
3.
What type of 3? Negative 3 X Y. Divide negative 3 into negative 18. This is going to be your leftover. So remember, the signs are going to change. What was negative becomes positive. What was positive becomes negative.
At what point do you change it to negative? When you divide?
Say it again.
At what point do you switch the signs as you're dividing?
Yes, as you're dividing when you're writing that leftover term. Okay, so you're saying negative 3xy. That is your GCF. Because remember, if you don't change it, then you're not. And if I told you to check your work, you're not going to get the original question. Okay.
The first one will be positive. The second one will be
The first one is going to be positive because you got a negative. You're dividing into a negative. So that would be what, 6x to the 7th.
minus 5 minus 8.
Okay, then you're taking the opposite of positive 15 because you're taking out a negative, so that's going to be minus 5 y to the 8th. You can check it. You can do this in your head. Check your work. Negative 3 times a positive 6. Negative 18.
How are you?
You know, the variables. The negative 3 times the negative 5, we have positive 15, and then your variables.
Is your online stuff?
All right, so if you notice the first 4 examples that we've done
Okay. Tell her.
all had a GCF,
Tell her to come
but
up
all
here.
of the GCFs were
Because I'll just
monomials.
I'm upstairs W217 because she has a class tonight.
Monomial meaning one
So,
term.
She can take it up. She can come up here and take it with me in the computer class. Okay. All right.
Can we distribute first?
No, just hold off. We're still going to factor. You're going to factor out the GCF. You're going to tell me what's left over. There are some problems where, and actually this is going to lead us into the next concept, but there are some problems where our GCF can be a binomial. It can be a trinomial. It can be a polynomial of 4 terms, depending on the question, okay? But get used to seeing GCFs being monomials or a binomial for right now. We may look at some trinomial ones or so. Okay? Now, what do you see that's in common? Excuse me, the x and the 7. Okay? So, our GCF is x plus 7. Anytime you have more than one term, you're going to place parentheses around it. Now, I want you to imagine, you're still going to have something left over. Okay? We took away this x plus 7, and we factored out, and it factors out as 1. One factor. Okay? That's all we have left. Scratch out x plus 7 for me. Scratch it out. And then you're going to have something that is left over. What do you see that's left over? 6 plus a. So here's your answer. Your GCF is x plus 7. What is left over? 6 plus a. Now, if you want to check it, the way that you would check it, initially, you will have to distribute the 6 and the 8 to get all terms. Initially, if you want to check it. And then you will have to port your answer. Okay? Let's do one more. Because this is, like I said, this is going to lead us into what we're going to do next. We have here 4x times 5x to the 6 plus 3 minus 3 times 5x to the 6 plus 3. Is there a GCF that you can see here? What is that?
5x to the 6 plus 3.
Yes, 5x to the 6 plus 3. What is left over?
4x minus 3.
Yes, 4x minus 3. We can remember the common GCF is 5x to the 6 plus 3. We factor that out. It factors out as 1. And then what's left over, you read it from left to right. 4x minus 3. Yes, ma'am.
Are the parentheses always going to be alike?
Yes. 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 And whenever you're looking at common binomials, yes, they must match. Okay. That's a good question because it's going to lead us into factoring by grouping. Perfect timing.